Next on Watch the Damn Tape, we're going to go over that Oklahoma Sooner Uconn Husky game. Paige Bueckers went off. What it do, peeps? Welcome to Watch the Damn Tape. I'm the Beat Chef. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notified when I drop my next video. New subscribers, welcome. Welcome aboard. Hope you enjoy the show. Old subscribers, thank you for helping me push this content out and build this platform. Let's get into it. This was a game of halves. Basically two different teams. Uconn got the win 82-59. Started off slow. First quarter 17-12. Uconn had the slight advantage. Oklahoma came on strong that second quarter. They played everybody. They played 10 players. Uconn only played 8. Peyton Verhulst came in, started instantly firing up threes. I mean, like logo. Barely crossed half court, take a couple steps, she was firing it up. When she got the ball, she was pulling the trigger. And Uconn had to adjust to that. And Sarah Strong was kind of in foul trouble. Sarah Strong was dealing with something. She was dealing with a heavyweight. She was dealing with Reagan Beers in that post. And you gotta commend her. Second half, they do an interview with Gino Ariema, Holly Rowe. And Holly Rowe talks about Paige Bueckers. And Gino specifically said, and this is like freaking clockwork. Gino said, I tell Paige to shoot. She's gotta look, take the shot. He said, Holly Rowe, you tell her to shoot. Holly Rowe must have did something. She must have went over there and said something to Paige Bueckers. Paige Bueckers must have scored the first 10 points coming out of halftime. Oklahoma had the lead 36-32 going into the half. Paige Bueckers erased that deficit quickly. And the tide turned. Oklahoma only scored 10 points in the third quarter. Hell, Uconn damn near scored better than some NBA teams. They scored 27 in a quarter, which was freaking unreal. And it was fueled by Paige Bueckers. Paige Bueckers only had 11 points in the first half. That third quarter was Paige Bueckers and pure defense. Uconn only played 8 players. Of the 7 of the 8 players all had a steal. I'm going to say that one more time. 7 of the 8 players that played for Uconn all had a steal. Paige Bueckers had 3. Chen had 3. KK Arnold had 1. Hell, the center even had a damn steal. Everybody was contributed on defense, and that was basically the demise of the Sooners, was the Uconn pressure. Uconn became a different team at half. Scored 23 in the fourth, limited Oklahoma to only 23 points in the second half. They scored 10 in the third, 13 in the fourth. Pressure, turnovers. Uconn had 18 steals. Oklahoma had 23 turnovers. I mean, a high number of turnovers. Not to mention, Oklahoma shot terribly. Shot real bad. Shot 35% from the field, 28% from 3. Shot 25 three-pointers. Only made 7. Verhulst was their most consistent shooter. She was 4 of 9. Reagan Beers was 1 of 4. She only shot 11 times from the field, only made 3 shots. You got a 6'4" behemoth in the middle. The last thing you want is your center shooting threes. But on a side note, I mean, Peyton, like I said, Peyton Verhulst off the bench was the leading scorer, 16. Their starters were no, even like I said, Beers only scored 10. And Sahara Williams scored 10. Had played 31 points. She shot efficient 5 and 9. They could not hit a three. All of them shot threes. 0 for 2, 0 for 2, 1 for 3, 1 for 4, 1 for 2, 0 for 2. Oklahoma, on a side note, they got the #1 recruit in the country. They got Aaliyah Chavez. Aaliyah Chavez, for whatever her family wanted, and I know it's a big deal, whether she wanted $1 million, $1.5 million, that young lady deserves all the money that she wants. And she went to a program that wanted her, and she went to a program that desperately needs her. They have no person that can take you off the dribble. None. None. They have good players. They got a good team. They got a great coach. Play a sound system. She threw the kitchen sink at Uconn. She had to. But they have nobody that can break you down off the dribble and score. Or break you down off the dribble, draw the defense, and then you kick it to somebody else. They don't have that. Chavez instantly gives them that. Instantly, the minute she steps on the court and she assumes that starting position, which she gonna be starting, she immediately improves Oklahoma and makes Oklahoma super legit. Because without her, you could see it. They had nothing. They had nothing. Sarah Strong, I got a video that'll be dropping later. I have Sarah Strong as basically her comparison in the WNBA. I compared her to Alyssa Thomas. Sarah Strong, 6'2", and she can damn near guard every position. And hell, she can, because she did it. She did it yesterday. She guarded Reagan, and I mean, she fouled out. She had 11 points. Played solid. Had 11 points. Had 11 rebounds. 5 assists. She fouled out towards the end. Played 30 minutes. Reagan played 29. So that was Sarah's assignment. So really, Paige is going to get the praise because of that, for that 40 piece she put up. But Sarah Strong and the defense, the collective defense that this team played, when Gino Auriemma said that at halftime, Paige is the force multiplier for this team. When she goes, they go, and they all stepped it up defensively. I mean, this was a whole team. This was a beatdown. I thought Gino played a lot of his starters a little too long, because the game was over. The game was over. Oklahoma was not coming back. Even if you took out a few of the starters and played some of the reserves, KK Arnold and Ashlyn Shade, they're McDonald's High School All-Americans. They're no slouches. They could be starting at another school if they wanted to as well. So that's how much talent Coach Auriemma has in this squad, that he can do that. But he could have took those girls out early. I mean, Sarah played 30. Azzy Fudd played 37. She played 37 minutes. Had 10 points. This was a one woman wrecking crew as far as offense is concerned with Paige. Paige was hitting it from everywhere. Threes, deep threes, pick and roll, screen, layups, cutting to the basket, slashing. She pulled the full bag out this game. And on a side note, the crowd in this game was a little better than most of the games I've seen. A lot of the games, man, it's been real sparse. You can really tell that a lot of people aren't tuned into the basketball like they were in 2023 with Caitlin. 2024, with Caitlin Clark. You can really see that bubble. There was a bubble and it burst. Still a popular sport, but not quite as popular without Clark in it. But this was a great game. Uconn's next opponent is going to get manhandled. The end of the road for the USC Trojans is at hand. They don't want parts, any parts of this team. This team so complete, they can handle anything USC throws at them. USC's only ray of hope in this one was Juju Watkins, and I still had Uconn beating USC in the Elite Eight and moving on to the Final Four. But this was a good game. This was a sling. Like I said, this was a tale of two halves. Transition, easy baskets, turnovers, transition, passing. It was what women's college basketball is supposed to be about, and it was on full display. This was a master class that was put on by Gino Auriemma and Uconn. But shout out to them. Let me know what you thought about the game. Leave your comments below, and until next time, folks, peace.